Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Edward White and I make videos about building my small business. In today's video, we are going to talk about whether you should be a freelancer or an agency. Let's break it down. What is a freelancer? A freelancer is essentially someone who has a skill such as photography, videography, graphic design, anything like that they then use and sell as a service. So tends to work on their own, tends to manage their own clients, manage their own workload, and just work on the specific task that is required. What is an agency? An agency is typically one or two people who then have either staff on their roster or work with freelancers who are specific to their niche. So say it's someone who is really good at social media, someone who is really good at doing website design, someone who's really good at videos, and then they kind of combine this all together to have an agency that can essentially do a whole all-round service. I'm going to break down the pros and cons to each because there's no real set one that you should go for. It's all down to personal preference. I'm going to break down the pros and cons that I found from being a freelancer and from being an agency, and what you can do about it. Number one, you're perceived as being more affordable because you don't have that agency attached to you. A lot of small businesses tend to prefer to go to a freelancer rather than an agency because it's seen as an agency is going to be costing so much more money. You have more control over your time because a lot of people understand that freelancers are individuals rather than a team, so they give that sort of more leeway to the freelancer rather than the agency. You're only expected to know about a niche field. So as a freelancer, you're not expected to know the whole marketing landscape. You're not expected to know the whole social media landscape. You're not expected to know different types of photography or videography, or you're only sort of niche into your area. So say it's just wedding photography that you do, that's your niche, and people won't come to you because they want a graphic design doing. They know that you just do wedding photography and they'll let you stick in your lane. It can be harder to charge more competitive rates. You're not going to be able to charge, unless you're really, really good at what you do and you've really built up a name for yourself, it's going to be harder to charge more money. There's a lot of freelancers out there, and I'm going to say that in inverted commas because a lot of people have just quit their jobs, especially with the pandemic and coronavirus. They've quit their jobs and now they're doing social media, now they're doing content creation, now they're doing whatever, fill in the blank. And it's, I think, devalued freelancers a little bit. But again, it goes to my other point, like, be so good and you'll get people coming to you. So don't worry too much about that one. And then another con is that large businesses with bigger budgets tend to prefer just going to an agency, and they tend to prefer working with a limited company, and they tend to prefer working with someone who is VAT registered. The threshold is a lot higher than someone, say a freelancer. Typically you can charge higher rates for being an agency because there's that team of experts who are knowledgeable within their field, and they can all work together to give the advice and the service that the client requires. Larger businesses tend to pay more attention to agencies rather than freelancers. They might need like a whole package. So this is where an agency sort of does benefit, is the fact that you can go, we can do your social media, your content, and whatever, all under this package, and it just makes it a lot easier rather than going to a different freelancer to do the graphic design, to the photography, to the everything else, and then it all kind of gets a bit muddled. So a lot of businesses do like doing that. One is that clients might presume you're too expensive, and they might do this automatically. Just from looking at your website, from being an agency and seeing that you've got a team, they might just automatically assume, that sort of psychology, that you are more expensive. If you're a team and the client discovers that you're not as knowledgeable as you make out to be, this could be detrimental. So say I know someone who, our team can deal with your social media and make it really, really good and increase followers and all this, and your freelancer who does the social media doesn't deliver, you're going to look bad as an agency, and then it's going to have negative effects and it's going to snowball. So really keep this in mind if you are thinking about building an agency or joining an agency. That is one of the cons. One of them is managing people, and I think this is a skill that you develop, but it's hard, and everyone's different, everyone works on different levels, everyone works on different methods. And the reason I'm putting this out there is that it can be a struggle to manage different people. So you're the main point of contact. You have to deal with freelancers, you have to deal with the agency, the business itself. So all the shit is coming onto you, and you've got to be able to deal with that shit. So keep that in mind when you start your agency, if you do start them. So which one should you start? Again, it's all down to personal preference. Do you want to work with bigger clients, work on bigger projects, have more stress of working with bigger clients and bigger projects? Or do you want to stick with smaller businesses who you know will pay you on time, who you know are more reliable, and you can build up a personal relationship? Do you want to be niche for one thing, or do you want to be able to offer lots of different services and build a community around you? It's completely up to you. I decided to go for the agency route personally, just because I like the flexibility of being able to work with different kinds of clients rather than just niching myself out. I like the ability to build a brand around the agency, so that's my kind of long-term goal, is to build a brand out, and I've initially started that already, but to keep building it. And yeah, it's all down to personal choice. I hope this video has helped you to sort of come up with some ideas and to really put it into perspective. If you are an entrepreneur and you're anything like me, you like starting businesses, you like having ideas, and you like to pursue it, I've created a video about whether you should start a service-based business or a product-based business, and you can find that up here. Go and watch it, check it out, let me know what you think. It's really, really useful, and yeah, that would mean so much. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Keep building your business. It's good. Bye.